Let's make our protein gingerbread quinoa pudding. In a medium-sized sauce pot, we are going to add half a cup of white quinoa that I've thoroughly rinsed. White quinoa is the best for the recipe. 2 cups of milk, any milk. The higher the fat, the creamier it'll be. I'm using 1 cup of soy, 1 cup of cashew. We will need some sweetener. I'm using maple syrup, as well as one other sweetener, which is mandatory for gingerbread, but in terms of the maple syrup, you can add as much or as little as you like. I'm doing 2 tablespoons worth of maple syrup, but you can adjust that to your liking. And of course, we need some molasses. I'm adding 1 tablespoon of molasses. I would actually probably do more, but I like to actually add some when I'm serving. And we'll need, obviously, some gingerbread spices. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 of a teaspoon of allspice, and a pinch of clove, as well as a pinch of salt. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to turn the heat on to about medium, and we're going to get this to a nice simmer. You can see some bubbles around the edges there. I'm going to give it a quick stir. And we are going to add a lid, just to leave a little room for air to escape. And we're going to come back to it in about 6 minutes and give it a stir. Just a reminder, guys, you always want this to be at a simmer throughout the whole cooking process. You want to ensure that it cooks evenly. Lid back on. Again, a little air to escape. Come back to it in another 6 minutes, so this is after 12 minutes. Again, just give it a good stir. We'll put the lid back on, again, a little air to escape. This is after 18 minutes. Quinoa pudding typically takes 20 to 22 minutes, so at this stage I like to taste it. Now there is still a little bit of a bite, so I'm going to let this go for another 3 or 4 minutes. And we're going to put the lid back on. Again, a little air to escape. So after 22 minutes, I did give it another taste and it was perfect. So now for that extra protein hit, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of milk just to cool down the mixture. And I'm also adding 1/3 of a cup of egg whites. We are going to mix all of these ingredients and we're going to cook this for about 3 minutes. And those egg whites are just going to make this really, really creamy and also give you that additional protein. So this is after 3 minutes. We're going to take this off the heat, transfer it to a reusable container. You can see how lovely that is. It's so creamy and it smells so good. I'm going to refrigerate this. You can eat this warm. I love it cold. After refrigerating it overnight, just wanted to show you how creamy it is. And I'm just going to show you how I love to serve it. So I'm going to add a serving size in the bowl, and I'm going to drizzle 1 teaspoon of molasses on top. And a little sprinkle of cinnamon. Enjoy our protein gingerbread quinoa pudding. At approximately 160 calories and 8 grams of protein as well as 3 grams of fiber, this is something that you can have really any time of day. and great dessert option as well. Enjoy.